Allmendinger getting bounced around back here a little bit.
Brad Keselowski losing spots. Is there a problem on the 2? Now he's got problems. Kasey Mears into the back.
Hold on. Caution, 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 caution.
And more collected.
Lost your transmission for no reason. I haven't missed a shift or anything. Coming at you.
Transmission problems on the 2 lead to this mess on the front straightaway, and another headline for one of the championship chasers in the final 68 laps here in Martinsville.
Yeah, he tried to get out of the way, so you could tell something happened to the car.
Coming to pit road right now.
And he got up out of the groove and out of the way in the corner, but when they got to the straightaway, he was just right in the middle of the groove and going nowhere. All these cars
might
just
be an
coming
axle.
fast.
I think it is. Got one-wheel drive.
They're saying now they broke an axle. What he believes happened.
Yeah, that's a common thing here. You know, you put so much torque on these rear wheels. Engines make about 900 horsepower, and they've got a 6.5 to 1 ratio that puts that much more torque on those drive axles.
So the field being stopped as the front straightaway a big mess here in Martinsville. You see Kasey Mears, Kasey Kahne, Carl Edwards got a piece of it, Danica Patrick as well. There's Martin Truex. And red flag.
It's one of the bigger wrecks I've ever seen here. See Kasey Mears getting out, and Kasey Kahne. That's good to see.
You lose sight of the fact that you're still going in excess of 100 miles an hour here in Martinsville, and you hit something, it's still a big hit.
Yeah, they were almost at top speed where all of this was taking place right there.
So this all started with troubles for Brad Keselowski, Doc.
Yeah, he was just telling the crew a minute ago that the thing began to vibrate and shake violently off of turn 2 in the lap prior to that. He said he came off of 4 and the thing just quit pulling like it had jumped out of gear. He said he put it back in gear thinking he had lost his transmission, and suddenly he had gears. He said, well, maybe it's a drive shaft, but then suddenly it would pull again. So he had a drive shaft, but he said it's got to be the axle. It's only pulling with one wheel. So they basically isolated an axle problem. They're going to get everything ready, and when NASCAR lifts the red flag where they can actually work on the car, they're going to try to see if they can make repairs and get him back out there. Looks like a broken axle in the rear for Brad Keselowski.
All right, Doc, so let's go back and see it again. And what caused all the carnage off turn 4?
At that point, he's kind of out of the way, but now he's right in the middle of the groove. Nobody expects to see that.
You can see Eric Almirola just barely dodges him there.
The big hit was Kasey Kahne into the back of Kasey Mears.
Yeah, see Carl Edwards getting into the 78, creates some front end damage for Carl. You'll be able to see down here, I believe he can kind of feel it there, and then he's reaching for the shifter here in just a second. Thinking he does have a transmission problem, maybe it jumped out of gear.
Joey, inside. Broke transmission. Stay high. Hold on to it. Hold on. Caution. Lost your transmission for no reason. I haven't missed a shift or anything. Coming at you.
Hear that click?
Yeah, you can hear a
in there?
lot. That's not indicative of an axle breaking. They just kind of break and they're done. You don't usually hear that noise. I'm not sure what that is.
The locker?
Could be. Something strange. Ooh, what a big mess it caused.
You see the hard hits. Martin Truex.
Easy. Stay low. We'll be okay here.
That hole closed in a hurry.
Yeah, it's just nowhere to go. Very narrow front stretch here when things start happening.
Kasey Kahne, for all the problems he had earlier in the race when he and Brian Vickers went at it, probably thinking, well, good, that one's over.
Yeah, actually, the hardest hit for Kasey Kahne was when he hit the 78 of Martin Truex. I thought it was into the back of the 13, but it's even further back than that.
Back down to Doc.
Okay, Andy, put